Today we are back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. So since last video, nothing has really changed too much except for my balance and our current setup for this teleport pad system. I did revamp it so it's one whole layer, but the next layer is going to be whenever we add some more items, and it'll look similar to this now. You want items to move slightly slower so they get detected more often, so I've decided to make a system like this, so it's more effective at least. And you're probably wondering how I have 162 million, and I'm gonna be honest, I got this all legitimate, and this was not given by handouts. I went ahead and ran in the adventure, and I ran for the Halloween event, which is basically just killing 10 Halloween mobs, breaking a jack-o'-lantern 10 times, and hoping you get a really good item. And what I got was a blood bag. Blood bags on a average are at least above 10 million, and on Sunday I think this event ends. But either way, they give a variety of loot, and when you open it, you get a guaranteed random blood bag serum. And these serums can be used to upgrade the blood bag to a higher tier, and I pulled the tier 5 because you need all 4 of them. Because you start on tier 1, so you need all 4, you level your way up, and you can potentially pull a top rank from the tier 5. Because I sold it on AH to a player for 125 million, they offered, you can see I sold it for 125 million, and they pulled a top rank from this, so they profited, but I also profited, so I could very well be happy for them as well for myself, because now I can actually do some things for some videos. Earlier I almost had 200 million because I was at like a decent amount of money just on my own from just selling items from doing regular adventuring and getting jack-o'-lanterns as well from the Halloween event. The Halloween event is really good for making money right now, and it's going away pretty soon, and they did supercharge it so the mobs spawn way more often, and that's only going to be lasting until the event ends, so I do have a lot more time to make money from that. But that's how I got all the money, and now we're gonna go into the main premise of the video, which is going ahead and setting up some more farms and just doing a lot of changes on the island. I think the first thing I do want to change is how cows are working. If we take a look here, they're not getting killed by any slayers, and I would like to go ahead and set up slayers and not cook this beef anymore, and perhaps put it in a new layer of this, because we're gonna be making the torch flower into a different recipe known as torch steak. So you need 8 harvested torch flowers and 3 raw beef. I got this recipe early on, and it's apparently really decent just for how easy torch flowers like regenerate over time. I only have around almost 100 seeds placed, and I make quite a bit off of these just in this sell bot because they're currently just being sold instantly into here, which reminds me I do need to sell all the money notes, or redeem them I should say, so we can make some more money. And also just noticed, if we take a look at IS fishing, we already have up to turtles, but we haven't been catching anything related to turtles for some reason. All these seem to be capped out at frog legs, which is weird, so I'm gonna go ahead and start fixing this. So now that should be situated. So now if I look at IS fishing, we should be catching turtles. Yeah, we already caught 1 towards axolotls, so that's not bad. And I've also been saving up a ton of glowtorch recipes. I've been buying these so we can get to the level 15, so tier 3 of the glowtorch. We need like 15 recipes in total, so I need to get about 4 more because I already have the 5 currently redeemed, but this will buff it by another 50%, which will increase our revenue daily by a ton. So the first thing we're gonna do is get rid of these spiders, I think is the plan I want to go with here. We're honestly just gonna be done with spiders for now. They aren't really that great if I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell the spawners. I'll hold on to them and we'll find a solution of what I want to do with them, so I'll put them in PV2. Also, if we're gonna be killing cows now, we do need to place more cow spawners down. We need about, I think it's another 90, which I don't mind buying them from shop. I did increase how many mobs I put down, and we do need some more zombies down as well. Even though we don't really need it, I kind of just want it so it's always consistent. If my alt goes off for a decent period of time, then it stays pretty much consistent. Spiders are now gone, so we can go ahead and get rid of these. Start getting our slayers and our slayer bot upgrades back into our inventory, of course. So realistically, we don't need to put anything down in this corner for the time being. We'll probably put skeletons in the future because we need to do that for bone bar, so we'll maybe do that, but not today. So I'm thinking we're gonna put 3 slayers on the cows. That seems like a decent idea, at least to me. And of course, they're gonna be on this layer, so we need 1 more fence. The reason I put fences now is because I can access the bots within them. It's just way more convenient. And now we can get rid of the smelter here because we don't really need it. But we have almost a double chest of steak, which will last us the rest of the map for adventuring, which is nice. Can't really complain about that. I'll probably have to move this somewhere else in the future. Anyways, let's let's go ahead, grab out these bots. I need 1 Slayer. Okay, there's only 1, and we're just gonna buy it, even though it's a ton of money. I desperately need it so we can make more money, so yeah. So we place these down, and then we're gonna put gravel on them, just so there's a full block there at least. It really makes no difference, but it's just nice to have it there. All right, let's go up a little bit, and then we start putting the gravel down. Perfect. So I'm starting to place the hoppers down, and we also need to fuel these bots. So I'm gonna quickly open up their areas and grab all the fuel I need. This should be enough, if I'm not mistaken, for fueling, and then we need some more iron fuel so we can fill this all in properly. Now we're just gonna fill in all these hoppers, make sure they're fully situated, and then we go ahead, put a link chest down. White channel, perfect. So I just picked up the collection chest. We don't need to collect all the beef anymore. And the reason we're not collecting the beef is because we're going to put it up here into this collection, I think. But we'll do that here in a moment. First thing I want to do is go into any items in our teleport pad. Turn off, I think, torch flowers. And then what else do I need to do? We also need to add the cook cod, because we're now going to put cook cod in here instead of right here. So if we go into here, we can take out the cod, and then we can swap out that for turtle legs, and then swap out frog legs from this one. And then now they're fixed for the collection. And then the new collection for cod will be in here. So now cod all goes in here, filters through and smelts, then goes in the system, which is a pretty easy concept. Also, I did add the turtle eggs. Apparently, it's a small chance you can get it from fishing up turtles. So I did add it into here just in case. Off camera, I did that at least. So we're gonna break these 2 glass, and we're gonna get rid of cod and string. And I want to see which sells for more for torch flowers. So it's 20. And then this is 7.5, so it's called beef, I think it is. What's it called? Raw beef. Okay, so raw beef here, and then this one is going to be torch flower, and then we should be good. I just gotta double check the names because I like to make sure it's proper. Yeah, it's proper. Okay, so we'll go ahead and break these teleport pads, and actually, will these fly over without me having to put blocks here? Oh, that's perfect. That's actually really interesting. They don't even touch the ground. Wow. So this bot right here is now going to be for torch steak, so we'll take all this out and swap the recipe with torch steak. So we take out cod chum and we put in torch steak, which definitely is going to make us more money. We're going to go ahead, set up a teleport pad for torch flower. I placed it down, and we're going to go ahead, set up all its filters. Torch flower right there should be good and should pick up the torch flowers eventually. Yep, there it is. Perfect. This one will be raw beef. So we go here and we shift right click, turn on the whitelist so nothing teleports, hopefully. Yeah, nothing teleported. And then in here, we're going to put raw beef, and there we go. And then I make sure these are off as well. Now we can collect the raw beef up here, which we have, I think, 1 slot perfectly for that. So there should be a decent bit on the ground. I'm assuming, yeah, there was like 54. Put it all in, and let's see how this works. It should be working now. We just gotta wait for the items to go through. Oh, there it is. It's in, and then it teleported. And how much is it gonna make the first go? 2,700. But there was a lot of items in there, so that makes sense. So it may not make that consistently, but it's gonna make a lot. So from my knowledge, we got that situated. We got the cows going, but they aren't keeping up, so we're gonna have to definitely get more spawners. So let's take a look on AH. Probably nothing. Yeah, so we're gonna have to just buy them from shop, and we already have 9 to begin with, so we'll start with that. It's good that we can buy cows from shop for like 50,000, so I can't really complain about it. It is quite a bit, but it is what it is. Like, let's buy a stack here, and that's about 3.2 million, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. So we'll go ahead, start placing down these cows, and then we need about 16 more, and then we should be done. There we go. We are done. So the cows should keep up now and probably never go down from my knowledge. And then we're also going to move this steak over because might as well. We'll move it into this chest. If I'm going to be honest, I don't want this sitting here. It just looks weird. So there we go. We got all our extra steak. So one thing I'm going to have to do is keep monitoring this because I don't really know how much torch flowers or raw beef is going to come in. So we'll see. We'll see. It's just a matter of monitoring it. So it's been a day since I last recorded the last clip, and I've been doing a lot of adventures in the Halloween event stuff. If you look at my AH, I've been selling a ton of items. I even pulled a 2nd rank from the event, even though it's a low chance. I surprisingly got it and sold it for 60 million. As well, I've been selling like a ton of other loot, of course, just so we have a ton of money, and I have around like 210 million around there. And I've also been buying a few things, which I bought in an upgrade and another upgrade. And we're gonna be using this one on our carrot carrots. I did sell the carrots previously, and I'm gonna grind some more in Adventure off camera. So off camera, I'll probably be making a new layer above this wheat layer. And so far, I'm gonna be honest, the torch steak is the worst out of them all, but it still makes more than the cod chum, so I can't really complain about that. It makes money, but it's not like a big amount. Also, I just realized the torch flowers are overflowing. I completely didn't even notice that. So we've been missing out on money from that. So we'll grab a hopper and we'll go ahead, put this down. And then now we know which item is gonna flow in the most, which is torch flower. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I kind of forgot. So we lost a little bit of money because torch flower makes the most out of them all. So yeah, we probably lost like half of the amount we could have been making, which is kind of a yikes. So I've spent around a total of at least 50 million on glowtorch pages, which we can finally go ahead and upgrade our recipe. We're gonna go ahead, claim all these. So we need one more, let's claim it. Oh, and we need an upgrade. I completely forgot in island upgrades, you gotta upgrade this each time. So for level 3, we had to upgrade that, but now we get 50% more on our glowtorches, which is really good at the end of the day. And one thing I didn't even notice, we have a fish out capacity upgrade that was added. I think I saw it earlier on, I just didn't really read it, but apparently this gives us more like available fish for when these bots are ready to start fishing. So I might actually just upgrade this. It was 250k, and then we can get another one, so we'll get that, and then we can spend 10 million on another, which we'll get that one, and then 25 million. And the reason I can't get the final one is because we need 4 more levels, which is insane, and 100 million, which I don't want to spend. So we spent around almost 50 million, or wait, how much was that? Almost 40 million, yeah, which is honestly not too bad, but it's definitely gonna get us more fish, which should make us more money realistically for the items that we're not crafting into recipes, as well for the salmon and greens. So one thing I also realized, we need to upgrade how many bots we can have for harvesters, and I would like to upgrade this for 1 million. Same with the crafting and sell bots, but this one is 25 million, so I might not do that one. This one seems fine to just leave, but this should add 2 more to our total amount, which I think is 10, if I'm not mistaken, so we'll get 12, which realistically is how much I want right now. So we'll buy one upgrade into it, and now the next one is 25 million, which we're not gonna buy. So I want to buy all the torch flowers I can get on AH. Even if it's super pricey, we're gonna buy all them because quite literally it's impossible to get these, for me at least, if I don't purchase them. And I think we're gonna minimize how many sell bots we have. I think we're gonna go down to 2 because we don't really need 5. There's really no point in that, but I definitely will need to go ahead and remove some of this stuff. We'll figure it out. So let's go ahead, grab out some dirt. We're gonna get a decent bit of this, and then we need to go out about 6 this way, and then we need to fill in all of this. So let's go ahead, start doing that. All the dirt is filled in. Now we just need to go ahead, break the areas for where the water is going to go. So we're gonna do that really quick. We'll go ahead and get 4 slabs. We'll get 4 sea lanterns, and then we need 4 water buckets, which are in here. Now we'll go ahead and start filling these all in with the water that needs to be put in there. And there we go, water is situated, and then we put a block on top of these and put the sea lanterns down and break the block. So now we have it situated. I didn't really need this much dirt, but you know, it is what it is. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think we're gonna make this layer here torch flowers, and then above this and above the other torch flowers will be the sugar cane. And then we'll also have maybe a carrot layer, I think is what I was gonna do. We're also gonna place dirt along here now since I've made my decision. And now we gotta till all this, so let's go ahead and start tilling. Okay, so I'm done tilling, and now we need the seeds. So I think I have some in PV3. No, PV2. There we go. We got some. We definitely have enough. So we'll go ahead and start placing these down. We're also going to go ahead and need a harvester, so I'm gonna have to grab one of those out of my PV5. So we'll grab that here in a moment. Just gotta finish placing all these, and then we should be good once I have this situated. So I got the harvester. We're gonna grab out fuel. So we need 8 stacks of this, and then 1 stack of iron, which I guess we'll just grab out 56, and that should be good enough. Put this down and let the fuel go in, and then we put this in. Perfect. Now we got a second one of these going for torch flowers. So one thing I'm noticing, this system right here is gonna start overflowing a ton, and I don't want to take a risk with it. So we're gonna grab out some hoppers and collection chests. So we need about 6 hoppers. We're gonna break this, and I can't put a block there. Why can't I do that? Oh, the crafting bot. Can I put it along here? No, I gotta break the crafting bot. That's actually annoying. Oh yeah, we put a block here, put the hoppers facing this way and this way, this way. There we go. Put this back in, so blue channel. Okay, so we grab this and this, move that over, so the coal should start stocking up. Then we'll go ahead, break this. If I can break it, that'd be awesome. Oh, I have to be like on an under angle. That is so weird. Okay, so we set this to to a blue channel, and then I need to fix this in a bit. Okay, so everything is put down. The coal is probably not going to be picked up right now, but that is fine. Set this to a regular chest and put this as torch flower, I think is what I wanted to do for this one. So we go farming, torch flower, and we're gonna disable it in these ones. So get rid of torch flower if I can find it, that'd be awesome. Okay, so torch flower is disabled in both of these. Now we just need to go ahead, place a chest down, which we're gonna put here, and pick up torch flower in this one, the torch flower there, and then this one should be picking up it as well. Now one more chest and collection there, and we'll select this as coal. So now we should be picking everything up again, which is fine, and more items should be getting input properly, which is good. And we need a new hopper dropper we're gonna set on this corner in a moment. Items are just not taking out fast enough, and I would like to make sure that is working properly, and I would like to put a new hopper dropper down, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. We need to break this really quick and go to shop, and we're gonna buy one of these hopper droppers, place it down, there we go. 25 million for just one of those, which is disgusting, but it's gonna be useful. So this should double our output of the items going into this system, which is good. So now we put this here onto blue channel, and it should output more items, so this should never be full, never ever again, because it's taking out like way faster. As you can see, it is absolutely disgustingly overpowered. So I've come to the decision that this is gonna be torch flowers and wheat, and then this will be carrot and then torch flowers. So for the time being, we can't really put more torch flowers down unless there are some, and there are, but they're 5 million per stack, which is kind of a yikes. I'm willing to buy these just because I want to do this for a video. Even though it's really overpriced, I could care less. And we need 2 more harvesters, so we go into harvest on AH, and we're gonna buy 2 of these. Unless, do I have more? No, I don't. So we'll buy another one, and then we should be good. So one thing I noticed, we're gonna need to make the fueling system again, so we need hoppers. We need about, I think, 12 more. Now we put the blocks on the edges here, boom and boom. Then we put a block there, so we can make the hopper place. If I can place it properly, that'd be nice. We'll do it here as well, and then we put a line of hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do it on the other side now, perfect. And then we'll set these channels to white channel once we're done. For now, we're gonna leave it like this. While we're waiting, I am gonna go ahead and start placing down these torch flower seeds. All right, we're definitely not maxing this out, and I mean, that is what it is, though, of course. We needed like another 30 or 40, which is unfortunate. So now I need a decent bit of iron fuel, so I'm grabbing that, and then we're gonna grab a few stacks of these, and a few stacks of these, and we start filling these in. One is done, so we do the other side now, and there we go, we're done all of them. Okay, so now we're gonna set up the bots, which I do need a decent bit of fuel, so we're gonna grab all the fuel I can grab, put this guy down, and we'll chuck you in, and there we go, that one's working. Put that one down, take this out, put all this in, and there we go, we're done. So now we got 2 sets of torch flowers going. We don't have all the seeds, but that's fine. So now we need the upgrade for the 4 more specific Autobot limit, so this should give us enough, and 1 extra to get sugarcane going. So we'll buy this upgrade for 25 million, because the next one's 100, and I'm not spending on that. That is way too much. I was thinking we were gonna make sugarcane today, but I'm gonna be honest, I want to do it on 1 full layer, and that's a whole different thing. Oh, we can also buy some torch flowers off AH, I'm just noticing. The guy is selling some more, so we're gonna buy 1 more little bit of torch flowers. So let's go ahead, start placing these down. Yeah, we definitely have enough, so we'll have some spare for the farm over here. So I just bought like a stack of carrots for 5 million. Since I have so much money, I honestly do not care that I'm spending this much. I'll get the rest of them though from adventure, because that's easier to get these like last bit. It's only like 18 right here, so we should be fine. We do need to buy another harvester, so we're gonna buy this one, and then we'll fuel it and put in a upgrade into it because it's carrots. So I think I got all the fuel. We should pretty much be good. Put the bot down, and then we take this out, put this in. There we go. And then, oh yeah, I gotta put the upgrade in. There we go. Upgrade is in. Perfect. So we got 12 bots going. Oh my gosh. And we also have a second hopper dropper now, which is disgustingly overpowered. One thing I'm gonna do is buy some link chests, and we're gonna set up a new area. It's specifically going to be for teleporting items into a 1 singular cell bot, I think is the idea I want to go with. So we need all the link chests. I believe we need 5. Another thing is we need to use a channel for this system. So I was thinking I was gonna use maybe like the green channel and swap it, because if we look on AH, there are some green panels, and I'm gonna buy that. We're gonna get it up to 6. We have 6 slots, and we only need 6. I think we're gonna swap the orange channel for the fuel. So fuel is now gonna be orange instead of green. So I'll take all the fuel out of the green channel because it doesn't need to be there anymore. Literally, it's not gonna be used. So we gotta empty all that. And if I'm gonna be honest, we can just use this Sellbot right here, we'll just have to get a new upgrade for it. So from my knowledge, we can get rid of the fueling for these Sellbots because we're getting rid of these. And we'll leave these on the same level, even though they don't really need to be on this level anymore because of where the Sellbot was positioned. It realistically doesn't matter. And I'm also going to reposition where the hopper goes for this because honestly, it looks kind of weird if it was facing just straight this way and not downwards. So we got to do this for all 4 of these, which isn't really a hard task. It's just we got to do it. So as you can see, we have all these tier 2 upgrades and Sellbots. I'm probably going to sell all of these because I don't need them. And we're going to buy a tier 3. So we look for seller and we'll check if there's any tier 3s. 7 million, probably a wise idea so we can input items quickly from a hopper. So we'll swap this out, tier 3, and then we have all these we need to sell. Now what we're going to do is go ahead, put a new channel down, which is going to be green, and all the items are going to be flowing into green channel, which is pretty easy to work with. It is using up a channel, this method, but honestly, I kind of need it because of all the items that spare overflow, and I don't want them to just sit there. So I kind of have to use the channel, which I don't really mind. But anyways, all those items are going to be heading over to here and then selling, which is a pretty easy concept to understand. So now we spend another 25 million on one of these. We'll go ahead, put a block here, put this down, put some blocks on the back, put this down, and put a green channel, and all these items should be spewing out, if I'm not mistaken. It's weird that the items float and actually get put into the hoppers. I mean, I can't complain about it, but it's just weird. So we'll put this here, and it should still work. It's not a good-looking design, because the items just sit there. No one's able to pick them up, so it's not like the end of the world. If this does eventually start stacking up too many items, I will probably get another one of these Sellbots going, but it seems to be fine so far. I also just put some blocks around this so I don't pick up any of the items. I don't really want to have to deal with that. So there we go. We got that situated now. So we only have one Sellbot, and it's working pretty effective so far. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the support recently, and I will see you all in the next one.